Good morning, all. Good morning, all. This is Jack from Charting the Markets, and this is the pre-market webinar for the morning of Friday, the 17th of January. My disclaimer: I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own charts. So I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right. I wrote a post yesterday, and I was talking yesterday about the key inflection point we're at here. Obviously, we've made the IHS target on ES, but basically we're testing the daily middle band. We saw another close over the daily middle band yesterday, formed what was actually a pretty decent looking bull flag, and that has actually broken up into a higher high on ES so far today. I think we're going to break up from here. Apart from anything else, I just did a post on crypto, and equities have been pretty much in lockstep. So we've had two big inflection points, and we've had more or less the same journey. And Bitcoin just broke up over their key resistance. I think SPX is about to do the same, and we're going to be looking at new all-time highs on ES, NQ, and possibly also on RTY and Dow, although I'm not sure about that. So ES breaking up. We're still on a 6-minute sell signal. That's not really doing anything at the moment. If we break up hard, it's going to fail. NQ, we didn't get a signal here, and we not back up at yesterday's. At the current rally highs yet, but we're getting there pretty fast. We've got a target slightly above the monthly pivot, which is resistance at the moment, 21,561. And I'm expecting that to get made today. And again, I'm liking the upside on it. On RTY, we're actually pretty close to double bottom resistance. No, this isn't the greatest double bottom, but it's not a bad one. And if we see a sustained break up, this is going to, and we make that target, that would put us within reach of a retest of this high. So we will see how that goes. On YM, we've also got a double bottom. It's slightly better than the RTY one. This one's less asymmetric, but again, we're testing the monthly pivot, and we have double bottom resistance above. Sustained break over that, again, puts Dow within striking distance of the all-time highs. DAX and the STX are off to the races already, and have already more than beaten those highs that we're looking for a retest on US indices. We had some possible sell signal brewing on the STX, and we lost divergence on it, and we've got a 6-minute sell signal fix here, and it's very close to failing on DAX. So let's see. Let's have a look at the RTH charts. Okay. Looking at ES, we saw another close pretty much on the daily middle band yesterday, but the picture was considerably better on SPX. On SPX, we closed the day at 59.37, and obviously, as I said, the Bollinger Bands were still dropping. They dropped a bit, so that was a close 9 points over. Now, that's not a conviction break yet, but we've now had two closes over the daily middle band, which is the first time we've managed it since we saw this breakdown after the all-time highs. This is promising. Needs to follow through to the upside, but it's definitely promising. In terms of the short term, we've still got the sell signals that I was talking about, and those haven't made target yet, and they may yet still. Still, this was a pretty nice looking little bull flag here. It's broken up, and we got a target not far above. I think we're probably heading there next. We're at risk of seeing a retracement shortly afterwards, but I'm hoping that what the retracement will do is just come back and test the daily middle band, and then we can bounce off that and make the move to the all-time highs. Okay, Qs. Still under the daily middle band and not breaking over that at the moment. Nice looking bull flag, still needs to break up over it. We're not that close to resistance here, but equally it's not that far away. And once we break over here, we will be getting pretty close to it. I would like to see that break up and fix a target at a retest of the all-time high. In the short term, again, not a bad looking little bull flag consolidation, and we're breaking up from that at the moment. Looking at Dia, we've got a weak RSI 14 buy signal fix. We're well over the daily middle band, not seeing any weakness at all. And we've got, this is the Dia version of that double bottom we've got here, and we're testing resistance on it. I'm really liking the upside. That's looking pretty damn good. And I would note also that we've got the 200 DMA here, which we haven't broken over yet, but again, a good thing to be breaking over. And I'm thinking we may well be heading through that and double bottom resistance shortly. If we do that, and we've still got an RSI 14 sell signal fixed here on the 15-minute, lovely little bull flag here. Break over this, sustained break, takes us back within basically spitting distance of the all-time highs. All right, let's have a look at IWM. IWM, we've got, hang on, wait a second. Right, looking at the daily charts, obviously well back over the daily mid-band, getting we've got a massive compression happening here, and we've also got another nice looking little double bottom. Not as nice as the dire one, but not bad. And we will see how that goes. This could be an IHS forming. I'm wondering if we might see a retracement to form a right shoulder on this. And we've got flag resistance up here in about the 231 area. Not as bullish looking, but if it can start catching up a bit, then we could see a retest of the all-time high here too. That is doable. It's a longer distance, so I'm wondering about it. But nonetheless, it is doable. So we will see how that goes. All right, looking at DAX. DAX is powering up to new highs and is testing we're basically on a daily upper band right at this stage. Nikkei is pulling up a bit, but I'm doubtful about getting I was hoping we'd be up here by now, and we're not. I'm doubtful about getting my retest of 42.4K, which I would love to see. All right, great. Let's have a look at the dollar. Okay, on the dollar, we are still consolidating here. This is one of the potential points of failure. If we get over this, then it opens up a test of the high at 114.75, but we could be failing here, waiting for a decision. ZB, I was talking about a possible rally to get us up into this area here. That's all to do with a pattern that's formed on TNX. We could see higher than that, but I'm not seeing any particular reason to think that we would. CL is consolidating, possibly topping out short term, but the 60-minute sell signal has already reached the possible near miss target. And this might just be a bull flag forming before we go higher. NG almost got to the retest this high, but broke down a bit. We could be forming a flag, we could be forming a triangle. But at the moment, I'm not assuming a big decline, even though we've got quite a nice looking little double top set up here, and we are in a seasonal decline area. GC has gone higher. This double top here, which was looking okay yesterday, is looking considerably less good now. We'll see how that goes, but I'm quite liking it. On SI, we've seen a bit of a decline here. Our 60-minute sell signals reached possible near miss target and almost the target. Back testing the weekly pivot at the moment. HG has been powering up. This was a very decent move up to 4.475, but we're pulling back a bit now. We did have a weak 60-minute sell signal, and that has now made target. All right, looking at KC. KC, we've still got a flag which has broken up. SB, this move down basically ruined my bull setup and is opening, but we are actually at a decent support level, not far below this 17.75 area, I think. So I'm wondering if we might have another attempt at a low there, but I was very disappointed to see that the two daily buy signals both failed. Right, CC. We're coming out of the triangle I had drawn. This could be a larger triangle, or it could be a flag forming, in which case we could see a spike down to the 9,000 area. I'm wondering about that. Wheat. So far, this double bottom isn't going very well. That was mainly because we saw a significant decline on soy, and there's a reason for that too. Corn so far is just consolidating at the highs, and we've pretty much made target on that sell signal. On soy, we are potentially seeing a move down to this support down here at the 1,006.25 area, and we made very good progress down towards that yesterday. I'm wondering if it's going to get the rest of the way. In the short term, I think we've got a 60-minute buy signal fixed, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm thinking that target may need to be reached afterwards. All right, CT, possible little double bottom here. Quite nice, 60-minute buy signal fixed, even if it's not really delivered a lot so far. Wondering about a rally which could take us up to the monthly pivot at 69.31. Lumber, not entirely sure what's happening here. I'd love to see a retest of this high here and go up and maybe retest this high here, but I don't really have anything solid to base that on. Live cattle, this looks very like a bull flag for me. Chances are, because that's exactly where it is. Lean hogs, we've been pulling back slightly after the breakup over this falling megaphone, and I think this is going to resume heading higher soon. A weak 6-minute sell signal is fixed and hasn't quite reached the possible near miss target. Okay, just to recap. We are at the stage where we could see the main breakup towards the retest of the all-time highs, and so far that's looking pretty promising, with a breakup towards the all-time high on Bitcoin in the pre-market this morning that I wrote a post about. I'm liking this setup. I liked the action yesterday. I liked the close over the SPX daily middle band for the second day. Long as it can hold this, and any retracement looks more consolidation than significant pullback, I'm really liking the upside here. I'm liking the retest of the all-time high. I think we may well be doing that next week. We will see how it goes. Anyway, great. Having a quick look at questions, of which we have none. All right, guys, everyone have a great weekend. I will see you again on Monday. All right, take care.